Are you ready to talk salary numbers confidently? That's today's topic. Welcome to Ask the Resume Lady, Engineering Edition, your channel for career advice on resumes, interviews, negotiations, and more. Hi, I'm Diane Karshosowski, and I'm an engineering professional. I'm a Lean Six Sigma black belt, and I'm a certified PMP. I have over 20 years experience in industry, and during that time I enjoyed mentoring people and helping them to build their confidence and to grow in their career by sharing my advice with them. And I'm super excited to be sharing my advice with you here today. All right, does this sound like content you'd like to see on a regular basis? Well, that's great. Please subscribe to my channel and click that bell icon so that you get notified each time that I post a new video. All right, let's get to today's topic. In today's video, I want to talk about the importance of being confident when you answer the question, so what are your salary requirements? How you answer is more important than what you answer. Okay? Yes, that's what we want to talk about today. Most communication is nonverbal, and you can share a lot of information with your body language and tone of voice that will negate whatever the words are that you say. So I want to talk about that a little bit. I want to give you a couple examples. I'm going to show you first a weak statement and then a strong statement. So if somebody just asked me, hey, what are your salary requirements? I was hoping for $75,000. Okay, that's kind of the weak. Here, let's look at the strong. I'm looking for $75,000. Okay, here's another weak one. I'm thinking $75,000. But the stronger version would be, based on research, the skill set that I bring to the table, and fair market value, I find that $75,000 is fair salary. That's a super strong statement. So in those examples, what makes up that confidence? I kind of talked about it a few seconds ago. Tone of voice and body language. So let's go back and think about those examples. In the weak statements, you may have noticed I have this inflection up at the end as almost like there's a question. By doing that, I'm sharing that I'm not quite sure. Is that okay with you? Almost asking permission. Instead, you want to make a statement. And if you go back and you look at some of those stronger statements, stronger examples, it was statements that made it very, very strong point. I'm looking for $75,000. You notice there's no up, no question. It's a statement. Now, on the body language side, we say a lot with our actions. So in those weak statements, or in those weak examples, I would tilt my head, I'd kind of like lift my eyebrow, maybe even close my eye a little bit, and it was more like, I'm not even sure. So if I'm not sure, that's coming across, and you're confident that I don't even believe myself when I say $75,000. So when you look at those, you want to be aware of your own body language when you state it, and you want to make yourself aware of the tone of voice in which you answer these things. That's why the whole subject of today's video is, are you ready to say your salary number confidently? So how do you do this if you're still in that phase of, I think I can get $75,000. No. This is how you do it. First, know your three. A couple weeks back, I made a video talking about how to determine your salary numbers, and it's has to do with know your three. Your low, your mid, your high. So if you want information and you didn't get a chance to see that, check out that video. So first, know your three. What are the numbers you're willing to work with? Second, develop your words. And what I mean by that is, how are you going to phrase it? If they ask you, what are your salary requirements? You're not just going to go, $75,000. There's a little more words to it, and it's got a flow. So come up with whatever phrase that is comfortable for you. Couple tidbits though. Stay away from words like hope, feel. Yeah, stay away from those, avoid those. Focus more on things that are more fact-based. Words something like, I find this information, I see that, or I know the value is, that helps to sound a little more firm and less wishy-washy or feelings-based, like something you think you should get versus what is a strong statement. Then, once you know your words, craft up your words, practice. That's the third piece to this. Practice. Say it over and over and over again to where it becomes natural and you don't even think about what you're saying, because then when it's natural and you're confident and it's going to come across that way. And practicing is one way. Another way is to practice it in the mirror, because then you can actually see your body language. Are you still kind of doing crazy stuff with your eyes, maybe shoulders? Maybe even record yourself so you can play it back and work your way through it. So that's my advice there. In order to state your salary numbers confidently, know what number you want, okay? Develop your words that are strong, factual, concrete numbers and words, and then practice it so that when it comes across, they feel your confidence and they're like, okay, 75, I definitely can't offer them 70, or if I do, they're not going to be happy. So definitely, it's worth the time to practice this. Oh, side note, I don't want to forget about this. Phone calls. If you ever get like a phone screening from HR, a lot of times they'll ask up front, what are your salary requirements? Because they don't want to bring you in for an interview if you're not even going to fit into their salary range. It's a waste of time for both. Totally acceptable, I get it. But you don't have that benefit of body language once you're confident. So it's got to be all in your tone of voice. So make sure you practice that so that it comes across very confident in those phone calls. Because it's really easy to have terrible phone calls because you can't see the other person, they can't see you, so you have to just own it and be confident. All right, so that's just a side note there. All right, so that's my advice for you today. Know your worth, know your 3 numbers, develop your words, and practice it. That will help you be confident in answering that question. All right, do you guys agree? Disagree? What do you think? Do you think you're going to use this? Tell me if you already have used it. Put a comment in down below so you can share your story with us. Others, with me, love to hear it. And also, give me a thumbs up if you love the video. I'd appreciate it. And until next time, think confident, act confident, be confident.